Hello, good morning all. Okay, so today we'll start new topic. Okay,
Okay.
इमेज देख के आपको क्या समझ में आ रहा है? What are you understanding from this image?
No.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
क्या समझ रही है इमेज से आपको को?
इनकम अर्न करना.
पैसे आ रहे हैं तो वो खुश हो रहा है, ठीक है?
हम्म.
यहाँ पे देखो फ्लो भी हो रहा है, यहाँ पे वो फ्लोटिंग
हम्म.
दिख रहा है?
Yes.
ये क्या सोच रहा है जो आप लोग सोच रहे हो?
जॉब कैसे मिलेगा?
नहीं, ये वो नहीं सोच रहा एक्चुअली। मुझे लगा आप लोग कुछ और सोच रहे हो। मिल जाएगा फिर आप लोग को तो।
For how to earn money.
से ये सोच रहा है कि on 1st April 2019 he was having holding a cash of rupees 10 lakh rupees in a bank or in a hand, you can say. At the end of the financial year, on the 31st March 2019, he is thinking that he is holding a cash of rupees 18 lakh. What is the different amount?
8 lakhs.
8 lakh. Yes. So he is thinking 8 lakh ये आया कहाँ से? So inflow हो रहा है, inflow of cash
Yes.
in the kind of is like you can say the income is earning the income is inflowing of
Yes.
cash of rupees 8 lakh rupees. So our topic name is cash inflow because यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि ये जो पर्सन है वो अर्न कर रहा है इनकम से हो सकता है कि ऑन 1st April 2019 को इसके हाथ में ही होल्डिंग अ कैश ऑफ रुपीज 10 lakh. So what was the reason कि 8 lakh उसका इंक्रीज हो गया? What is the reason? क्या क्या रीजन हो सकता है? What would be the reason? रीजन क्या क्या हो सकता है? ये 8 लाख रुपया उसका बड़ा इनफ्लो ऑफ कैश हुआ. आप बोल सकते यू कैन से दैट द इनकमिंग ऑफ कैश ऑल्सो 8 lakh rupees. But what is the reason of being inflow of cash or incoming the cash 8 lakh rupees increase कैसे होगा? रीजन क्या क्या हो सकता है? से रीजन कुछ भी हो सकता है. अगर मैं बिजनेस लेके बैठी हूँ, लाइक आई एम बिजनेस कर रही हूँ मैं, अगर तो यहाँ पे अगर आप देख सकते हो कि बिजनेस में अगर तुमने कुछ एनालिसिस किया तो वो मनी तुमको आएगा तो मनी तुम इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हो किधर, या फिर तुम हो सकता है कि आप कुछ बिजनेस कर रहे हो, लाइक अगर आप बिजनेस लेके बैठे हो सो हो सकता लाइक माइट बी अ सेल्स द रीजन सेल्स 8 लाख का इंक्रीज हुआ रहेगा. ओके, so you can say the cash flow is a statement like showing the changes in the cash position from one period to another period. You can say that also. So you can see over here, this is the company in the middle one, center में यहाँ पे वो company है. See, we have seen in the third chapter, like company को पैसे कहाँ से आते हैं? If a company wants the money, needs the money, so company what will do? They can issue the shares. If they can issue the shares,
Yes.
so वो लोग का share capital increase होगा. तो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो they in the behind of the company, they are all are the shareholders of the company. ठीक है, सो दे आर लाइक वो लोग कैश दे रहे हैं आपको, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो. फिर वो कैश मेरा आया अगर कंपनी में, सो वो हाँ वो मेरे किसी वे से बाहर भी तो जा सकता है. ये पैसे अगर आए मेरी कंपनी में शेयर मतलब शेयर कैपिटल इशू, आप बोल सकते हो कि शेयर इशू किया तो शेयर कैपिटल रेज हुआ. सो इनकमिंग ऑफ कैश हुआ, ये इनफ्लो ऑफ कैश. लेकिन बिजनेस में हमेशा इनफ्लो ऑफ कैश नहीं होता है, देयर आर सम भी आउटफ्लो ऑफ कैश ऑल्सो. So you have to think like outflow of cash कैसे होगा? Some might be a taxes, some might be a rent over their house, and some might be the wages also staff. अगर आपने रखा है तो wages भी जा सकता है, salary जा सकता है, taxes जा सकता है गवर्नमेंट को, rent पे किया तो rent में जा सकता है. Sometimes बहुत possibilities है. ये लोग को इंटरेस्ट देना है, ये लोग ने शेयर कैपिटल लाइक ये लोग को आप लोगों ने शेयर्स दी बेचा तो यू हैव टू पे द इंटरेस्ट ऑन देम. इंटरेस्ट ना वो अमाउंट पे आपको इंटरेस्ट भी पे करना पड़ेगा, डिविडेंड देना पड़ेगा. सो वो सब आउटफ्लो ऑफ कैश है. समझ में आया? सो फर्स्ट इज आपको समझना है कि व्हाट इज द कैश फ्लो. इट्स अ स्टेटमेंट, इट्स नॉट अ अकाउंट. कैश फ्लो इज अ स्टेटमेंट, इट्स नॉट अ अकाउंट. इट्स शोइंग चेंजेस इन कैश पोजीशन फ्रॉम one period to another period. As
Another.
I say, I give you the example over here. Like on the 1st April, period is 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. It will come up. I have written wrong. 31st March 2020. So in this financial year, from one period to another period, there is a cash changes in cash position. It was before 10 lakh, it came to 18 lakh. So there is a difference between 8 lakh rupees. So it's a inflow of cash. Clear? This is the statement, not an account. So you can see over here, there is a 3 type of activities are there. Cash flow. 2 types of cash flows. There are 2 types of cash flows and 3 types of activities. 2 types of cash flow means there is an inflow of cash or outflow of cash. So 2 types of cash flow, inflow or outflow. And 3 types of activity: operating activity, investing activity, and financing activity. So there are 3 types of. So you can say that as per section accounting standards 3, they have told that cash flow statement you have to prepare. These are the main 3 activities I have shown over here. So you will come to know whether cash flows are there or outflows are there. Okay. So we'll see one by one. First is operating activity. We'll see first operating activity. See, you can say the operating activity is like revenue from the business. You can see revenue income, day-to-day activity like changes, selling of goods and services in the day-to-day operation of the business to determination of net profit or net loss of the business. Generally, if you made the transaction, you do the revenue for the revenue transaction in the business in the operating activity. It's a day-to-day operation. You will determine the net profit or net loss of the business. So, for example, so you can say over here, cash received from sale of goods. If you have sold the goods to the customers, so you will receive the cash. So it's a inflow of cash. Rendering of service, like if you are selling the goods or you are giving the service, you will get the cash receipt. So whenever you are receiving a cash, it's an inflow of cash inflow. Clear? So you have to identify whether it's cash inflow or cash outflow. Because once you find out that cash inflow, that means positive balance will come. You have the earning extra money. Okay. So you have to identify whether it's transaction is cash inflow or cash outflow. Cash payment to the supplier. If you have purchases the goods or you have purchased like you have taken the service, so you have to pay. When you pay the something, it's cash outflow. Okay, cash goes out. Outgoing of cash, you can see. After that, cash payment to the employee. As I explained you, in the company, they are paying to the wages or salary to their employee. So it's an outflow of in the business. Operating activity, you can say this is the principal revenue that you can produce the activity in the enterprise, or you can say in the business, the revenue business. So you will determine that the net profit comes up. Clear, everyone? So operating activity, you can say this is the day-to-day operation of the business, day-to-day transaction. Clear, everyone? Because of you can say if you are selling the goods, so you will get the cash receipt from your customer. If you are purchasing the goods from a supplier, so you have to pay something, so cash outflow, something like that. After that, sometimes you have to pay the income tax to the government also. Tax to the government. I have not taken example over here, but it comes over here only. बिकॉज बिजनेस में जब आप इनकम अर्न करते हो तो आपको टैक्स पे करना पड़ता है. जब आप टैक्स पे कर रहे हो, आउट गोइंग ऑफ कैश, आउटफ्लो. बट इफ यू हैव पेड एनी एक्सेस अमाउंट, so government will give you the refund. We have seen in the second chapter, advance entry. When we pass the advance entry, we have seen the refund also. So when you like it comes to refund, it's your incoming of cash, that is inflow. Okay, clear everyone? So you can say the calculating of cash flow from operating activity. There are two methods are mainly are there. So calculate. First is direct method. Second is indirect method. See, you can say
Direct
direct
method.
method is very simply you can say, because you don't want to do over here anything. You just in direct method you just have to take your incomes less expenses, so you will get your profit. That's it. Normal. When it comes to indirect method, there's a some fixed format, standard formats they have given. So you have to calculate about that. Okay. First, we'll see the direct method. Format of direct method. So this is the format as I explained you. Revenue from operating activity. That means your sales, you can say. Only cash transaction it will come over here because we are studying cash flow statement. We are preparing cash flow statement. That means business में cash कितना आया और business में cash कितना आपने पे किया, यहाँ पे वो पता चलेगा. Flow कितना आ रहा है आपके business में cash, समझ में आया? Only cash transaction it will come in the cash flow statement. No credit transaction to be entertained in the this topic. Clear? Okay, we'll see next. Revenue from operating activity. This is your sales amount less expenses paid for operating activity. You can say the purchase amount. You can say wages, salary, something like that. Okay. Only cash, non-cash item will not come over here. Only cash transaction will come over here. Okay. We'll see first some over here. Okay. First we see format of indirect method also. Then we'll see the example. This is the format of indirect method. Visible. दिख रहा है आप लोगों को फॉर्मेट? Okay, this is the format of indirect method. In this, like what you have to do is like you have to start with net profit. This is the starting point of the calculation purpose. You have to start with net profit. You have to add the expenses like whether like you can say the non-cash transaction over here. You have to add like P&L only, same P&L type. Net profit से start करना है. Expenses you have to add like you can say non-cash expenses you have to record over here. Add. You have to less your income, non-cash like you can say the business income you can say. So you will get your operating profit over here. So this is your operating profit. After that, there is a changes in working capital. What is the formula of working capital? Anyone else? Any idea? Current asset minus current liability. Normally changes in working capital means including the current asset also and including the current liability also. If there is an increase in current asset, you have to add. If there is an increase in current liability, then also you have to add. 1 second, there is some mistake. Yes, there is some mistake. 1 second, just hold on. As I told you, you have to take the net profit, you have to add the expenses, you have to less the income, so you will get your operating profit. Okay. After that, you have to see the changes in working capital. So just take an example of current asset. If your current assets decreases, you have to add. For example, say debtor. Debtor is my current asset. No, everyone. Current asset is my. Debtor is my current asset. Okay. So for example, say your debtor balance is opening balance. See, I gave you the example. The person was thinking about that. In the opening year, it was 10 lakh, and at the closing year is 18 lakh. So you have to check over here only. What was the opening and what was the closing balance? So you have to change this from one period to another period, as I told you. So you have to check over here. So what was the opening and what is the closing? Just for example, say in the opening debtors, just take the example of 5 lakh. Just example, huh? Your opening debtor is 5 lakh. You came to in the year, in the end of the year, it comes to 2 lakh, for example. So there is a decrease in current asset. The opening was 5 lakh and the closing is 2 lakh. So there is a difference amount is 3 lakh rupees. There is a decreasing of
3 lakh.
rupees 3 lakh rupees. That means 3 lakh. अगर आप देखोगे एग्जांपल लूं, अगर मैं जो एग्जांपल ले रही हूँ, तो डेटर का एग्जांपल जो हमने लिया, अभी उसमें क्या हो रहा है, डेटर का ओपनिंग 5 लाख रुपया था एंड द क्लोजिंग इज 2 lakh rupees. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस ऑफ रुपीज 3 lakh. क्लियर? दैट मींस योर करंट एसेट जो है, योर डेटर इज डिक्रीजिंग. So you can say that the 3 lakh rupees decrease हो रहा है amount, so you are receiving that amount. मतलब debtor का मतलब क्या है? What is your debtor balance saying? If your debtor balance, opening balance is saying like 5 lakh rupees, that means 5 lakh is receivable from your customer. Clear? And at the end of the year, you are saying like your customer's balance is 2 lakh rupees. That means you can say that that is the difference of rupees 3 lakh rupees. That means you have received that 3 lakh rupees. Can you say that? अगर स्टार्टिंग में मुझे कस्टमर से 5 लाख रुपए लेना था, अगर मुझे कस्टमर से 5 लाख रुपए लेना है स्टार्टिंग में, एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर मैं जब चेक कर रही हूँ उसका क्लोजिंग बैलेंस, तो इट इज अ 2 लाख रुपीज. क्लियर? सो अगर ये 2 लाख रुपए आ रहा है तो डिफरेंट अमाउंट इज 3 लाख रुपीज. सो वन इट्स कम्स टू नो दैट 3 लाख रुपीज डिक्रीज हुआ है, सो यू कैन से दैट कस्टमर से 3 लाख रुपए मुझे आ गया होगा, तभी मैंने डेटर का अमाउंट माइनस किया, डेटर का अमाउंट तभी कम हुआ. तो पैसा आए होंगे, दैट मीन्स कैश इनफ्लो ना इन द बिजनेस. तो पैसा आ रहा है तो आपको पैसे ऐड करने हैं यहाँ पे. क्लियर हुआ? चेंजेस इन वर्किंग कैपिटल मतलब यहाँ पे आपको पूरा कैश के एंगल से सोचना है. यू हैव टू थिंक फ्रॉम एंगल ऑफ कैश. इफ कैश इज रिसीविंग कैश इनफ्लो, यू हैव टू ऐड. इफ कैश गोज आउट, दैट मीन्स आउटफ्लो ऑफ कैश, यू हैव टू लेस. क्लियर? Okay, as I gave you the decrease in current liability, just take a decrease in current liability, current asset. I have given you the example. Just take the example of decreasing in current liability. On the 1st April 2019, I have taken the loan of rupees 10 lakh. Just example, I have taken the loan of rupees 10 lakh. At the end of the year, on 31st March 2020, the loan amount is decreases to rupees, for example, so 5 lakh. So difference amount is 5 lakh. That means you have taken a loan. You took the loan of rupees 10 lakh, and in the end of the year, you have seen like you have the loan amount is, the loan account is 5 lakh rupees. मतलब 5 लाख रुपीज आपने रीपेमेंट कर दिया होगा. अगर लोन का अमाउंट कम कभी होता है नॉर्मली, तो वैसे अगर आप देखोगे तो इंटरेस्ट वगैरह ऐड होकर बढ़ेगा ही आपका. बट मैं आपको बोलूँ, लोन का अमाउंट कम कभी होता है जब आपने उसको रीपे किया होगा. Once you repay your loan amount, now it decreases in your current liability. You can say it decreases because यहाँ पे outflow of cash होता है. तो आपका पैसा जा रहा है यहाँ पे. समझ में आ रहा है कुछ? तो पैसा outflow हो रहा है. When your liability decrease, ना it's come your cash outflow. So you have to less over here. Clear है यहाँ पे सबको? कुछ पूछना है क्या? कुछ सब clear है ना? So here you will get after this net cash from operating indirect methods of cash flow statement. Indirect method of operating activity. There's a two method in operating activity: direct method, indirect method. In the direct method, you have to just normal procedures, like you have to take your sales amount and revenue, and after that you have to less your expenses. I have seen over here. See, you all have seen. Clear? I saw you. This revenue from operating activity less expenses paid for operating activity. So you will get your cash flow from operating activity. Clear? This was my direct method, and this is the indirect method. You can say. So you have to start with net profit, add your expenses, less your income, so you'll get your operating profit. So after that, you have to think from your cash account, cash angle, from this side. Changes in working capital, यहाँ से आपको कैश के एंगल से सोचना है. अगर पैसा आया ऐड करो, पैसा गया लेस करो. ओके, क्लियर हुआ? जैसे कि आई हैव सीन, आई हैव एड द इंक्रीज इन करंट लाइबिलिटी. यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, इफ आई विल टेक अ लोन, सो इट्स माय लाइबिलिटी एंड कैश इनफ्लो भी हो रहा है. यहाँ पे पैसा आ भी रहा है और लाइबिलिटी भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है. क्लियर हुआ? So I have added over here. So if increases in current liability, you have to add. If decreases in current asset, you have to less. So याद रखने के लिए आपको कोई भी चीज एक याद रखनी पड़ेगी, बाद में अपोजिट आप कर सकते हो. आप एक चीज याद रखो कि करंट एसेट अगर कम होगा, जैसे कि आप डेटर का एग्जांपल याद रखना. अगर डेटर का अमाउंट अगर कम हो रहा है, मतलब मेरे पास पैसे आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि डेटर का अमाउंट कभी कम होगा. अगर मैं बोलूँ डेटर का अमाउंट बढ़ रहा है, मतलब मैंने उसको सेल ज्यादा किया है, मतलब क्रेडिट और दिया है, मतलब आपको यहाँ पे लेस करना पड़ेगा. तो कोई भी एक चीज याद रखो आप, जैसे कि डिक्रीज इन करंट एसेट याद रखो, बाकी आप अपोजिट कर सकते हो. एड लेस के लिए आपको याद आएगा. नहीं तो आप लॉजिक सोचो, पैसा आ रहा है तो ऐड करो, जा रहा है तो लेस करो. लॉजिक भी याद रख सकते हो, अदरवाइज एक याद रखने के लिए आप एक फॉर्मेट भी देख सकते हो. क्लियर हुआ कि आपको ये सब? ये कोई डाउट है? किसी को कुछ पूछना है क्या? ये समझा ऑपरेटिंग वाला फॉर्मेट?
समझा.
ओके. तो हम लोग ने ये फॉर्मेट देख लिया है. नेक्स्ट हम लोग एक सम देखते हैं, एग्जाम्पल 1. दिस इज द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ indirect, no, not the indirect, it's a direct, you can say. Cash received from debtor also adjustment is there. They have given you the trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st March. Don't go for year, 31st March take. And after that they have given you, they have provided two adjustment also, cash received from debtor and cash payment to creditor. Okay. In the debit side, you can see that the purchase side, there is a two purchase, cash purchase or credit purchase. As I told you earlier, we are preparing the cash flow statement. That means अगर cash आएगा तो ही हम लोग को लिखना है, नहीं तो हम लोग credit transaction नहीं कर रहे. So you have to ignore this credit side. In the credit side also sales, cash sales रहेगा, आपको लेना है. Credit sales आपको ignore करना है. Only cash transaction will come into cash flow statement. क्लियर हुआ? यहाँ पे हम लोग को डायरेक्ट मेथड फॉलो करना है ये सम को लेके. सो व्हाट यू विल डू इन द डायरेक्ट मेथड के लिए, आपको क्या करना है, पहले आपको जितने भी रेवेन्यू फॉर्मेट याद रखो. डायरेक्ट मेथड का फॉर्मेट क्या है? यू हैव टू टेक योर रेवेन्यू फर्स्ट. ऑल रेवेन्यू यू हैव टू टेक. आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू लेस योर ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस, business expenses, you can say operating expenses. Operating is like your business. Okay, after that you will get your business operating profit from business. Clear? We'll see first over here, by sales of rupees cash and credit. Okay, cash sales कितना है? 9 लाख रुपीज है. क्रेडिट तो आपको लेना ही नहीं है, क्योंकि मैंने अभी आपको मना किया, कैश ही आप लोगे. कैश सेल्स मेरा 9 लाख है. तो ये फॉर्मेट है आपका सोल्यूशन, आप देख सकते हो. कैश सेल्स लिया है मैंने 9 लाख रुपीज, दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? कैश सेल्स 9 लाख लिया. उसके बाद आप यहाँ पे एडजस्टमेंट देखो, कैश रिसीव फ्रॉम डेटर, आपको डेटर से और पैसा आया है. यू हैव रिसीव कैश फ्रॉम योर डेटर ऑफ रुपीज 6 लाख रुपीज, यू हैव रिसीव मोर, so you have to add because it's your income, revenue income. So cash sales 9 lakh, cash received from customer, it's both are revenue income for the business. So you have to add over here. So 9 lakh plus 6 lakh, it will comes to 15 lakhs. Clear? No credit transaction will be come over here. After that, you have to go with debit side. Just take a cash purchase, not credit purchase. Cash purchase is 6 lakh. And in the downside, you can see you have paid more amount to your creditor. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो पेमेंट टू क्रेडिटर इज 4 लाख रुपीज, Your cash purchase is 6 lakh and payment to creditor is 4 lakh. So just see over here. Cash purchase is 6 lakh and cash paid to supplier is 4 lakh rupees. Clear hai? After that, they have given you the wages, downside of payment purchases. They have paid the wages to their workers of rupees 1 lakh. Okay. So it will go to your only your cash expenses, wages plus salary they have taken. So here see you can see in the P&L side. See ऊपर का जहाँ तक gross profit है वहाँ पे मेरा trading account होता है. वहाँ से उसके बाद जब से P&L भी start होता है उधर से ही, ठीक है. So you can see यहाँ पे wages they have given. Depreciation on plant. See, depreciation is my non-cash expenses. It's my expenses, but it's non-cash expenses because plant and machinery reduction in the value of fixed asset. What do you mean by depreciation? Reduction in the value of fixed asset. So fixed asset का value कम करता है. पैसा किधर जाता नहीं है मेरा यहाँ पे. Exactly अगर आप देखोगे तो genuinely पैसा जाता नहीं है. So it's my non-cash expenses. So in the direct method, depreciation किधर भी नहीं आएगा because हम लोग cash flow कर रहे हैं. Direct method में तो किधर भी नहीं आएगा. Indirect method में आप वहाँ पे add कर सकते हो expenses में. वो हम लोग देखेंगे तभी. But as of now आप इतना याद रखो कि in the direct method, depreciation is non-cash expenses. It will not come in the direct method in the operating business. Because exactly genuinely अगर आप देखोगे तो पैसा जा नहीं रहा है, सिर्फ वैल्यू डिडक्ट कर रहा है. सैलरी मुझे एक्चुअली पे करना पड़ता है. तो वेजेस 1 लाख था, सैलरी 50,000. सो टोटल कैश पेमेंट इज 1,50,000. ओके.